I am up at Victoria Peak. So for the book that I'm shooting, Flavors of Hong Kong, in between areas and suburbs there's usually a bit of more street or travel photography. I've done a bit of like urban graffiti, but I haven't done anything iconic yet. So one of the most cliche shots of Hong Kong is the Hong Kong skyline seeing from the top of the peak here. So I wanted to catch the cable car up here, but for the second location in a row, the cable cars are out of service. Last time when I went to the big Buddha statue, and this time at Victoria Peak. So I seem to have some sort of cable car curse where I'm just not destined to ride one. So I took the bus up here, which actually wasn't too bad. Sometimes I get sick in buses, but this was fine. It was just a bit hot and crowded, but now that we're here, just gonna have a wander and see what we can find. So the peak is where all the rich people used to live. You're only allowed to live here if you're kind of like high class society, or if you're a wealthy businessman back in the colonization days when Hong Kong was run by the British. Because Hong Kong gets so hot and humid, like today's terrible, but up here it's actually tolerable. This is actually the second time I came up here. The first time I came up here it was cloudy, you couldn't see anything, so I didn't even bother going into the observatory because that's just gonna be a waste of money. I'm gonna go up there, and I've got my tripod and my 5D Mark III, so I'm gonna set up the camera, do some landscapes, and hopefully get some sunset time lapse as well, which is something I always want to do. Got my ticket for the observatory. That's a nicer background. Just as a reference, this is 50 Hong Kong dollars and it's $20 for kids. Usually you can bundle this with the cable car tickets, but since the cable car's out of service today, it doesn't really matter. I'm a bit worried that that's a possible no tripod rule, but I'm just gonna see what happens because they're a bit anal about these things sometimes. So I've got it set up on 9 seconds. That should give me about an hour, because 60 minutes is 3,600 seconds. Divided by 400, I think that's about 9. I've got it on 10 seconds, which means I should get enough time lapse for an hour out of 400 frames, which will be about 10 seconds. No, 20 seconds of video. But I'll probably just compress them more, but this gives me a little bit more leeway to go with. Hopefully the sun sets soon. It's 6:37 now. The sun's meant to set at 7:05. Yeah. Look at that cloud. I feel like it's gonna get pretty warm when the sun actually sets. Hopefully I'll get a bit of red or orange sky. It's a bit hazy out there, but it should be a decent sunset. it got bumped once, I think just before it went dark, so I might be able to get away with it. It was just funny, I did not move anything for the whole last hour, and you can just tell people next to me were like creeping slowly and slowly and slowly, and their head was basically almost touching my camera. There's a few frames I'll have to take out just because people's phone got in the way, but I feel like it's gonna be okay. I should be able to fix that. Yeah, it's crazy how touristy it is here, but I guess it makes sense.